back. We're still moving. It's day 2, so this is Sunday. I had quite a chilled start this morning. I was pretty tired after yesterday, so it's like 11 o'clock now. I'm not sure how much we're going to get done today, but I want to do some stuff today. So I was thinking start off with the Oncidium shelves, take their shelving over, set it up, and then take the Oncidiums over, and then potentially, if I've got time today, I will move on to the smaller orchid shelves. So if I just show you what I mean. So the Oncidiums are all on some Hartley's wire racking, which is the 2 racks that I took over yesterday. So it's very quick and easy to assemble and disassemble. And I actually think, although it looks like I've got a lot of plants here, I don't think it's going to be too bad because they're all very big. Like Oncidiums are just very big. So I don't think the actual moving of them is going to be quite as bad. And then if I've got time, I'll move on to like my Ridiculous Lalias, some other like just random smaller plants, seedlings, that sort of thing that I've got on this Muleg rack from IKEA that needs the Allen keys. And this one I will have to take apart because it's way too big to go in my car. So I got my sets of keys here. So I'm just going to do what I can with them. It was more vital I took things across the way I did yesterday because I wanted to potentially move shelves around, which I did, but I've got more of an idea now of where I actually want to put things. So I'm just going to take the Oncidiums off to start. One thing I'm going to do a little bit differently from yesterday is that I'm going to put them straight into laundry baskets and crates and things, and then I'm going to just leave them in that while I take the shelves over. And then I'm going to just pick them up and take the crates over because I'm doing it in a little bit more of a relaxed fashion than I did yesterday. So I don't need to take them all off and fill the lounge floor and crates and then shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. So I'm just going to try and do it one shelf at a time today in a more kind of chilled out way because I'm pretty tired after yesterday. I'm not sure when the rest is going to get done because, again, I've got work in the week and stuff as well. I'm mostly working from home still, but we are starting a phased return to work. So I'm going to be one of the first ones that goes into labs and checks stocks and things because we have no idea what we've got now. So we're planning experiments, but we're like, well, do we have this in stock? Because obviously we haven't been in for so many months. So yeah, I'm going to start that. I'm one of the first back because I'm in the last year of my PhD, so it's a bit more vital that I go back. So we have to like apply for the okay to go ahead and return to work. So I'm going to be doing quite a lot of that this week, during the week. So I really want to get as much done as I can today without like breaking myself completely. So we're going to start off with the oncis, and they are going to go in the far corner of the conservatory, and I'm just going to have to play around because I don't know how much natural light it's going to get and how hot it's going to get, and there's so many things I don't know and that I won't be able to fully know until we are actually like moved in there and I can monitor them on a daily basis. For now, I just kind of need to do the best I can, get things over, and then I can play around in my own time once we're over there. So let's get cracking. Got a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it, but do the best I can. And then after that, I'm going to have to do the wardrobe, and that's probably going to be another day, I think. Because these racks don't really fit with the theme. They're fine for now. I might eventually order some more of these racks. So let's get started. Decided that I'm actually going to take these down as well because it seems like a waste of a car journey if I only carry one shelving unit in, and I can't really carry shelving units and orchids in the car at once. I feel like that's a recipe for smashed orchids. So I'm going to take all these orchids off and just put them on the floor of the orchid room, because the lounge is currently a little bit full. My boyfriend's trying to do some woodwork as well, so that would be a bit too much chaos, I think. So I'm just going to take these off and put them on the floor of the orchid room, and if they have to stay like that, then they stay like that for a bit. That's fine. So I'm just going to do that quickly. I say quickly, as quick as I can. So I've just kind of shoved as many from this shelf, well, all of them from this shelf, into this area here. It's quite messy, but what I can do is put that dimmer light on I had hanging off the other shelf. If I want to keep these sort of overnight or for a couple of days, they'll be fine like this. They're still getting light. So that takes the pressure off a little bit and means I can still move over this. Just got to take the fowls off the top now, which is going to be the main hassle. So now I just need to take this shelf down. Okay, so that is all done. The shelves are taken down, and then we're gonna take them over to the new house. Okay, so I've got most of the Oncidium types off these shelves, as well as the Phalaenopsis off the top shelf, and basically ready to take them over along with the shelving. My boyfriend's offered for us to use his car as well, so I'm going to drive over with the shelving, and we're going to put the orchids into his car, which is a little bit bigger, and I should be able to just do it in one trip that way. I'll show you the orchid room now, and that's today's efforts, and this is where they were. So we're basically clear. So I've still got to do all those in the wardrobe, but I think that'll be a job for another day, so I'm just gonna get moving. So we're now over at the new place. Everything went off fairly smoothly and no orchids were harmed. So I've decided I'm going to put the Muley shelving unit here, which is there by the door. And we've obviously got the windowsill with the orchids and the birds. And then I'm going to put the other shelving unit, the wire racking, I'm going to put just there and like continue it on. And I do also have a corner unit which I could use, which is currently in the bathroom, but we won't need for this place. So I've shuffled the other Mulig, the smaller one, just to the end of that other racking. The other ones are slightly too wide and they would overlap the door and just kind of close it off a bit. So I think it's better to have the shorter one there so that we don't overlap the door. So I just need to get building. So the shelves are up, and I'm just having a rethink about which orchids I put where, because I've brought over all my Oncidium types. My boyfriend helped me bring them over in his car while I brought the shelves over just to limit the trips, so this only took one trip. But I'm thinking that the sun will be coming up in like that direction, and then it'll be, I don't know, 'cause I think it's going across and setting in like that direction. So we're going to get like hot sun through here, and it's probably then going to be hitting directly on those shelves. So I think I'm better off putting Cattleya types there, and then like these shelves are a little bit more shaded, and like the bottom ones particularly, so maybe the Oncidium and Miltoniopsis types that are very prone to leaf burning and don't want to be getting hot sun sat on them. I'm really not going to know until I do it, so, and that's the thought process behind it. So I'm going to get loading and load all these guys up onto shelves and shuffle around and have them as shaded as possible, because I don't want Miltoniopsis having direct sunlight on them. So I'm going to do that. So we're all done for today. I'm just going to reset this temperature and humidity meter that I brought over, because I want to know what the highs and lows are going to overnight and what it's kind of sitting at. I'm going to be going home tonight, and we're going to be still living at the old place and moving back and forth over the next month. I wanted to get the orchids over first to get that kind of stress off my mind and make sure that they're dealt with separately and kindly. So they're all over, and then we're going to be moving stuff over gradually over the next month. So I'm going to be coming here a lot to check them and water them and things. So I need to bring the lights and electrical stuff over as the next job, because some of the shelves are quite shaded, even though I'm getting a lot of natural light. The way the shelves are set up isn't giving them enough light for some of the lower shelves. I'm quite happy with the setup so far, and I've tried to position the more delicate leaved orchids kind of on lower shelves and hidden towards the back a little bit, so they're protected from hot sun. And I won't be running high powered grow lights to the same extent. They'll be mainly reserved for winter, but I'm just going to leave the little LED strips that I've got on these shelves just for a bit of extra light that I can put on during cloudy days. I put all the Vandas on the top shelves, and then Cattleyas are kind of here, and below that I've got the Phalaenopsis types, and then further along, which will be shaded by the Cattleyas and Vandas a little bit, there's a spike on my Mimi Palmer crossed with Pine River Pink. Yes, I've got Vandas on top shelves, and then I've tried to shade the Miltoniopsis and Oncidium types in this corner on the lower shelves. Hopefully that'll work for me. I'm just going to have to monitor it, because I've never grown in pure natural light like this. I've got Catasetums here, and they're going to be receiving quite a lot of afternoon sun. Again, I'm just going to have to be careful and monitor it. We'll have it filtered through blinds, so it shouldn't be too bad, but I just, you know, I can't tell until I've grown like this for a bit. It'll be coming through the roof as well, but I don't think that much, because of the way it sets. It'll only be coming through the roof at the evening, and it's shaded by the house and the tree in the garden the rest of the day when it's at the peak. So I think it'll be okay. One thing I really like is that you can actually see it through the lounge. So that's part 2 of the move done on day 2, and stay tuned for part 3. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. See you all later. Bye!